Hello BookTube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for my November wrap up. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because if you are new to this channel, you may not know, but I do weekly wrap ups and I review all the books that I read in those wrap ups. So for my monthly wrap ups, I tend to just go through the sort of statistics, tell you the books that I've read, what star ratings I gave them, and maybe talk about some of my favourites. So let's get into the wrap up. This month I read 21 things, so it was a really good month for me. I read 15 novels. I read 4 non-fiction books, which I'm really proud of, and it is totally down to non-fiction November, which was, well, I heard about on the Book Olives channel, so you should definitely check her out. And she did it along with channel, I think it's Non-Fic Lit. I think that's right, so I really apologise if it isn't, but I heard about it on the Book Olives channel, and Olive spoke about the idea behind it, trying to encourage people to read more non-fiction, and it has definitely made me read more non-fiction, and I will tell you a little bit more about how good this has been later on, so watch this space. And then I also read 2 graphic novels. If we break down my ratings for this month, I read 3 5-star books, 14 4-star books, 3 3-star books and 1 2-star book, unfortunately. So let's talk about the books that I read, starting with the 2-star book. So the 2-star book I read was Nujood, Age 10 and Divorced by Nujood Ali. The 3-star books I read were The Potion Diaries by Amy Alwood, Pretty Is by Maggie Mitchell, The Decaying Empire by Laura Thalassa, and the 4-star reads Girl from Above by Pippa DaCosta, The Art of Asking by Amanda Palmer, Fire Colour 1 by Jenny Valentine, The Corridor by A.N. Willis, It Had to Be You by Jill Shalvis, a Lucky Harbour novel, Skin by Ilka Tamk, the volumes 2 and 3 of graphic novel Nail Biter, This Song Will Save Your Life by Layla Sales, Reconstructing Amelia by Kimberly McCreight, The List by Siobhan Vivian, Keep Holding On by Suzanne Colasanti, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, and Kitchens of the Midwest by J. Ryan Straddle. And so now on to my 3 5-star reads, and they were The Painted Man by Peter V. Brett. This was my BookTuber Recommends book of October, however I finished it just going into November, so I'm recording it in my November, and I gave this one 5 stars and I absolutely loved it. It was recommended to me by Caitlin of Kitty G. It's a really great start to a series which I now have all the other books from the library to read, and I definitely recommend checking out my review of this on my weekly roundups. It'll be in my first roundup of this month if you want to find out more about it, because it was a brilliant read. And then the other 2 5-star reads for this month were both non-fiction books, which is so brilliant. I mean, it just goes to show non-fiction November has done its job. Not only has it got me reading 4 non-fiction books this month in November, I've also 2 of those non-fiction books ended up being 5-star reads, and I only had 3 5-star reads this month, and 2 of them, so over half, were non-fiction books, which is brilliant, and I've really enjoyed it. The first 5-star read was In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park. I absolutely adored this book. It's about Yeonmi's life growing up in North Korea and how she defected and her escape, really, and it was so powerful, so moving. I really enjoyed this. So if you want to find out more, I did talk about this in one of my weekly roundups for this month as well, so go and check that out. And my second non-fiction 5-star read was Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Caitlin Doughty. This is an absolutely brilliant read. I absolutely loved it, and it is written by Caitlin. She's also got a YouTube channel. She does a really good series called Ask the Mortician. She talks about her job. She is a mortician. She talks about working in a crematory, and it's just a really interesting insight into what happens, into death, and into thinking about death and not being scared of it, and thinking of it in a more I suppose factual and scientific way, and I really enjoyed that. It was a little bit gruesome at times, but check out where I talk about this as well in one of my weekly wrap-ups if you want to know more, because I loved this. So I had a really good month in November. I'm really excited for December and feeling all Christmassy. I'm fully stocked up on books for the next few thousand years, so I have got plenty to read. If you may remember, I had set myself the task to try and clear off my NetGalley books this month. I had over 20 books on my list. I didn't complete getting through all of my NetGalley books. I got through a good 6 of the books that were on my NetGalley list, but unfortunately I really wanted to take part in the Anti-Bully Reads Readathon, and I didn't have any books on my NetGalley that fit into the anti-bullying reads sort of category, and so there was a week of the month where I wasn't reading anything but books containing themes of bullying, and they came off of my shelf. So it's fine, but I'm really pleased that I managed to get myself on track to reading some more, and I'm definitely going to be trying and get through some more as and when I can. I'd like to clear down my NetGalley TBR. Anyway, I hope you all had a really good reading month in November. I had a brilliant reading month, a really great time doing buddy reads, and I look forward to hearing from you guys about maybe put in the comments below, what was your 5-star read or one of your favourite books that you read this month, because, you know, I like to add to my wish list. Anyway, that's it from me today. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.